welcome my second dad, my best friend, my mentor, my guide, my Krishna in life, Praneshwar Prasad Shyam. Bhai, over to you.
Thank you, Raju. Thank you for such a warm acknowledgement. Maybe I'll have to empty my cup now before I start because it's difficult to start with this note. Anyways, guys, that's what journey is all about. That's what this business is all about. It's not just $1 million. It's not about money. It's not about 10 lakhs a week, but more of it. It's about love, respect, and gratitude, which uh, which we have been earning and which you'll be earning down the line in the future. So, anyways, guys, very good morning, and I'm lucky. I got this platform again, and very thankful to all my uplines, Sister Ma'am, VC Ravi Bhai, Digi Bhai, Karitama. They have been for entrusting me this responsibility. So, but maybe this is a switch on session, and I wanted to talk on this area actually. You know why? Because out of my personal experience, after working in corporate as a business analyst for a few years, even I became very analytical when I started business. Shada, in my life as well, I became very analytical. That is how it's the way when you take yourself in a different role, accustomed to that, get accustomed to the role so much that it gets imbibed in your DNA as well. So somewhere, after working in corporates, for years, I became so analytical. Yeah. So after starting this business, when I started this business, when I got to know $1 million, $1,000 million, $100 million, people talking big numbers. First thing which I went to my upline, VC Ravi Mishra, guys, a big round of applause for my upline. I went to him and I asked him, Bhai, agar, if making money is so easy, if we have such a simple formula, why not everybody is billionaire? Trust me, guys. This maybe I asked it, but for most of you as well, this would have been the biggest roadblock or biggest question mark. Had it been, if it is so simple, of course it's not easy. It's simple. It's not that easy. Of course, when you start walking the path, you'll have different challenges and different, knowledges and abilities and skill set which is required. But that's a different story. But when formulation, when numbers look so simple, when formula looks so simple, why not everybody is billionaire? So that was the question which I asked my upline, and that day, me being very analytical, thank God I approached the right person. Why I'm talking this? Why? Because if you'll ever get a chance to interact with my upline, अगर आप रवि भाई से आप कभी मिलोगे, will whenever you get a chance, he's very absolutely very perfect in numbers. He's very appropriate numbers. Something which I love most about him. It's so clear. Everything is like tuck, 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 tuck. So that day he sat with me for 2.5, 3 hours. And had he not been there, nobody would have been able to close this analytical guy. So and I have huge gratitude to him for this. So nobody would have been able to close this. So first thing, in this, because of course, in this conversation, what is more important? Of course, numbers are there, but with that numbers, that right mindset, the right thought process is required. That nazariya, point of view is required actually. The way you see the one particular thing, things will remain same, but the way you see it might vary. So he gave me a different outlook for the same thing. He gave me a different, point of view for the same thing. And maybe in this session, I'll be able, I'll try to share that the same insight, similar insight, which was given to me day one, which made me whatever small success I could achieve maybe because of that. Because had not that interaction been there, I would not have been here today. I would not have been here today, guys. So first thing, which is very important, which I was told, it is all about changing that thought process first. Now, since we have started this business, since we have become a businessman, we cannot have a similar point of view as a customer will have for any particular thing. Suppose there's a phone, maybe there's an iPhone. अगर iPhone है and for a customer, it might be a costly phone or expensive phone. If you look at from a customer's point of view, from a customer's perspective, but the same phone, from a businessman's perspective, it has to be the most profitable phone. He has to see it. No, he has to look at that phone with that same point of view. Because if he again as a businessman, if he'll start thinking, "Yeah, it is costly," so he'll end up ruining his business. Correct. So point of view has to change when we shift from a customer to a businessman. And trust me, guys, it's the biggest shift. It's a biggest shift. It's a बोलना बहुत आसान है. It is easy to talk this, but when you really try to shift, it's not that easy. And that's where lot many people start, but people with only with a hardcore dedication and submission are able to make out to that level. Why? Because that shift is not easy. That shift is not easy. And of course, everything has to happen here first. Everything has to happen here first. कहते हैं ना ताजमहल, ताजमहल भी पहले यहाँ बना था. ताजमहल was constructed over here first and then in the Agra. Maybe Burj Khalifa, it was constructed here first and then on that location. So it has that blueprint has to be here first. You have to have a clarity with that blueprint, and that is what mindset and that is what thought process, which is really very important. Right from the day one or in the initial stages, just to ensure you accept this business easily. You accept this business easily. Of course, IQ does matter. And IQ is the biggest hurdle, I believe. Once you cross this hurdle of IQ, EQ has been taken care of. Because I always believe in combination of IQ and EQ that drives anything successful. So of course, this IQ thing is very, very important. Maybe today I'll be able to give those justifications and validations for all those people who might be very analytical. Maybe new people who start. Even I was analytical, so nothing bad in being analytical. That's how our conditioning was. But the thing is, if you're not willing to change that, thought process, then it's a problem. So being analytical is not bad. So maybe for analytical people who would be still searching for answers after an amazing session on wire network marketing yesterday by Mayuri, if you'd have been looking for an answer, yet maybe we'll get answers today. Maybe we'll get answers today. So that's the first thing which is important, which I was told since I had a trace pass, my appliance had a trace pass with me, So first thing which Bhai told me, Ravi Bhai told me, Pran, tell me one thing. What options do we have? You work with corporate, you work with profiles which you wanted to, where it's going to land you up to. You're walking on a path which is not going to lead you to the destination which you ever wanted to reach out to. So if you're walking on a path, if you are walking on a path which is not going to lead you to the destination which you wanted to reach or which you want to reach, what's the point of killing your time in this path? If you still have a hope with this path, be happy with that, be contented with that, stick to that path and keep walking. But if there is if there is a 1% doubt now, it's not gonna work out, I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's gonna land me to that place where I wanted to. It's gonna take me towards my dreams or closer to my dreams. If you doubt about that, high time we should look for a plan B. High time we should look for a plan B. And beggars are not choosers. I still remember that line. He told me beggars are not choosers in a very positive way. Of course, he never wanted me to get offended, but in a very positive way. He told me that beggars are not choosers, and I still remember that. And every time after I started, when I used to feel tired, when I used to feel slow, when my cup used to get full, I used to remember his line, and that was beggars are not choosers. And maybe this was the module which he took for me in person, and after that everything changed around my life. So guys, let me tell you, for you as well, maybe I'll put forward certain points and certain understanding, certain point of view, maybe my understanding. I'm not sure you agree with me or not. And disclaimer, guys, I don't want to offend any any profile, any portfolio, or any thought process. I don't want to uh, offend them, or I don't mean it personal to them. But it's just whatever I'm going to talk is going to be a reflection of my thought process. That's all. No, yes, no, I don't want to take that blame actually. So again, if I talk of options available, I'm sure most of you would have worked in a corporate before coming down over here. Even if you have not worked, your parents, your relatives, your brothers, your siblings, your friends would have worked in the corporate. So if we talk of unit business, one side we have a unit business, On other side, we have multiple options. The first option is, of course, doing a job. Doing a job, which all of us have an option today. We had an option, after graduation, after a degree, or after masters, we had that option. But if I talk very very logically, if I get into the logical analysis of that, so if I talk about a job, if I talk of a job, a good job, a handsome salary, what would be a how much would be a handsome salary, guys? Can I have a brief idea? Maybe I'm not able to talk two ways, but maybe in INR, maybe 3 to 4 lakhs, or maybe $100,000. Maybe $100,000 can be considered as a good handsome salary, so to live a better life, to I'm not talking I'm not talking about average life. Okay, to live a better life, to maybe to live a dream life, or a life which is going to be closer to a dream. Maybe it's $100,000. Okay, if I talk of a job is in a salary, base salary can be $100,000, and that too, to reach out to this number, you might be needing very minimum 2 degrees. Trust me, with 1 degree, it is not possible. I'm just a graduate, guys. I have not done my masters. You know, uh, uh, but it is a privilege to the platform. It is all because of unit. With that, that's being a graduate, I've been able to earn that money. But in an ideal situation, in a normal situation, you'll be needing bare minimum 2 degrees. Do you agree? 2 degrees doesn't bare minimum graduation and masters, maybe BTech, MBA, maybe BCA, MCA, graduation and masters. And of course, not only that, initial salary will be still low. So you'll be needing a time span of 20 to 25 years of experience. Although you'll also be needing experience of 20 to 25 years to reach out to this so-called handsome salary of $100,000. Correct. So time investment 20 to 25 years, and of course, maybe to get this degree, to get a master's degree, to get a BTech degree, a standard good degree from a good university. Again, it's gonna cost you another $100,000. Maybe INR with 50 lakh rupees if I combine this BTech and EB. INR, it will cost you 50 lakh rupees, or maybe in dollars, maybe $100,000. Correct. So you invest. Now, guys, understand this. Very important. You invest $100,000. Okay. You invest 20 to 25 years of your life. Okay, of your young life, maybe. By the time when you're young, actually, majority of our we ended up killing. Most of the people in corporate. They kill their youth life. In figuring out what to do next. Got it. So you'll be killing 20 to 25 years of your life into it, and then you may, in best case scenario, you'll be able to reach out to a place wherein you might be earning close to $100,000. Of course, difficult, and of course, it's difficult to relate here as well. Correct. But if I talk of our business, if I talk of unit over here, if I compare this with unit, what is the initial investment in the startup cost? In best case scenario, it will be $10,000 to $14,000. Uh, against against that $100,000, here we have only $10,000 to $14,000. And in a job, it might be 20 to 25 years. Over here, it is hardly 4 to 5 years. Max, it took me 5 years to max out in platinum. And although first 1 year, it is a nightmare when I think about my first year. I hardly did anything in my first year. So ideally, it was 4 years only. Correct. So 4 to 5 years, ideally, for this, to make it big, to earn a revenue, or to earn a profit of 1 million. I'm not talking about 100,000. I know $100,000, guys. I'm talking of $1 million now. I'm 10 times in that. $1 million. So it is not even a comparable. It is not even. The comparison is insane. But this is a fact. This is how it works out. In Tunet, you hardly need 4 to 5 years of time with an investment of $10,000 to $14,000 in a very standard case. And maybe a return will be, if I talk of a return on an absolute case, it will be close to $1 million. And net profit, guys. I'm not talking of turnover. Mind it. I'm not talking of turnover. I'm talking of $1 million net profit, after 4 to 5 years, or maybe 6 years. even if you're very slow. Correct. So, it is nowhere they can be compared. But I don't know. Still, we apply head. Why? I don't know. I want to know. So, it's not that worth taking a chance. It's not that this is a worth taking a chance. Even if you ask your kid, no. Even if you go and ask a layman, you bro, I have these two options. Which option should I, choose, go for, or which option should I look for? Even that layman will give you right answer. Get a right answer from that layman itself. And don't forget all those corporate politics, corporate drama, tension, stress, target, so on and so forth. Matlab, after an individual retires from a corporate, he does not only retires with an experience. Actually, this is not experience, by the way. I'll talk the other way around now. He doesn't only retires with 20, 25, 30, 40 years of experience. He also retires. He also retires with lot many ailments or diseases like hypertension, blood pressure, that comes as a retirement bonus to you. And that comes up that as a retirement bonus to you. That medical expenditure shoots up. So we cannot compare that. We cannot, forget that. We cannot leave that. Of course, if I talk of a corporate, of course, you work for somebody else. You will working for somebody else for whole life, and it continues. It continues. Where is the destination? Nobody is aware of it. Nobody is aware of it. But still, people are running, people are walking, and people say, I have experience of 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. Guys, I'll talk about my opinion. What do I feel about this? What do I feel about this, the so-called world experience? I don't think it is experience. Maybe for me it is a habit. Why? Because for last 20 years I've been doing the same thing, day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out, same thing. Where does no? How? No, where's the concept of experience in that? It's a habit. Every morning I wake up, I brush my teeth. I cannot say I have a 30 years of experience of brushing my teeth. Baba, I'm habitual because I'm doing it. In the same way every day. So that a false bravado wherein people think of, "Kya re, I have experience of 20 years." No, it's not experience. Unfortunately, it is just a habit, which we are used to for last 20 years, 25 years, or end of the day. The individual who came out of a corporate, individual who comes out of a corporate, an individual who gets into the corporate, more or less, the worth remains same. Not in terms of finances, but in terms of thought processes as well. In terms of thought process as well. And there's no upgradation in that individual as a human being, as a person. So what's the point? What else? What logic you want? I had a roommate. When I started a business, I had a roommate, amazing person, amazing individual, a good friend of mine, a good friend of mine. So we'll crack all sorts of jokes with each other. When I started this business, I asked him, bro, please come up and we'll do it together. We'll do it together. He being a super analytical guy, again, he being a super analytical guy, he said, "Nay, you do. If liking it, I'm not asking you to hold you. I'm not asking you to stop. But you do it. I'll not become a part of, because of EA, because of Woven. This all of you, all his nonsense logics. Okay, I respected his decision. So whenever we used to meet and we used to keep talking, I did this, what you did, and we used to keep teasing each other. So now he's a big shot in corporate. Now he's a big shot in corporate. He grew really well in the corporate. Okay. So before lockdown, around January, he came down to Delhi. So he got promoted actually. We got promoted to maybe a 7-digit salary, 7-digit salary, which is a dream salary. So he came down to Delhi and I asked to meet up. I went out to meet up in a restaurant. Okay, in a 5-star restaurant, I went to meet him. Again, he started pulling my legs. He started teasing me. I said, even I drive Mercedes G-Class. You also drive, car of a similar category. You used to tell me the life will get screwed up if I'll continue in my job. Now look at my status. So I started, pulling my legs like that. So tell me, how are you different? He pinpointed me. He poked me. He poked me. I don't know. I was in some different zone. I replied him. I never used to reply him because I always respected that relationship more than that business terms. And we should always do that, guys. We should be respecting relationship more than any practical terms or any transactional terms. So I always respected that. But that day he pissed me off and I replied him. I said him, bro, you drive your Mercedes E-Class, and you work to maintain that car, huh? And I work to upgrade that car. And there's a difference, huh? There's a difference. Maybe this will be your first car, and hopefully maybe last car. You never know. Now you might be knowing it more than the now for the similar tenure, that tenure. It's already I'm driving my second German, and maybe the third one is awaiting. Maybe next couple of months you'll get the news that I've got a third German car as well. So you're working for maintaining it. I'm working for upgrading it. Of course, there's a difference. Of course, there's a difference. So, there's this small thought process, guys. Small thought process. People don't understand. People don't understand that they're still waking up on somebody else's time, on somebody else's requirement. If I don't have a freedom to choose what time I should wake up and what time I should sleep, then we are not even a human being. We are then slaves. No, that's what I've been feeling. That's what I've been believing in. So why not all of us have that right and capability? All of us have that right and capability as well, to live a life of our choices. So in a job, it is possible. It is never possible. In job, it is never possible. If I talk of business, in tradition, people will come up again and say, "Ki acha chalo theek hai, job is not possible. I'm sidelining the job. Let's not talk about job. Let's talk about a business now. I'll do a traditional business." At times, people compare. Again, this is comparing QNet with a traditional business is again insane. Again, it is non-comparable. It is non-comparable. But if you'll ask me to compare, if you'll ask me the validation, of course, out of very common sense, it's very clear. The understanding is very clear. If I talk of QNet, profit which I'm talking about, is $1 million, guys. Profit is I'm talking about is $1 million, maybe after 4 years or 5 years down the line, and that too in a year after year after year after year after year after year. Correct. For this $1 million profit, again same comparison. How much time I invested? 4 to 5 years. How much money I put in? $10,000 to $14,000 on the best case scenario. For having a profit of $1 million, again 4 to 5 years and $10,000 to $14,000 as my investment, as my seed capital, as my for my. First of all, it is very difficult to find a business on a traditional note. Guys, mark my words. It is very difficult to find a business in a traditional note which will help you earn $1 million down the line. In such a today our ecosystem in a socio-economic condition are so extreme. There is a huge cutthroat competition outside. So not much of the options are available. And if there's an option available, there are already big giants sitting on those thrones and driving their businesses wherein you cannot even barge in, cannot even interrupt in their businesses. Correct. So first of all, the hardly few businesses which will help you earn, which will have a potential of helping you earn $1 million, maybe not possible 5 years, never, even 10 years or 20 years. The hardly very few businesses. So businesses, I can make this kind of money. Again, for a profit of $1 million, the minimum capital requirement, the minimum capital requirement on a traditional note will be bare minimum $10 million. If a profit is 1 cent of the seed capital, of course, that is how it goes actually. It is hardly 8 to 10% profit margin is there. Okay. So if it is so, the seed capital will be almost $10 million. Guys, go and calculate how much $10 million is. How much, had I been so rich, I'd have been sleeping somewhere. I'd have been enjoying my life. I'd not have been bothering here and there. Correct. So $10 million. Not only that, chalo theek hai. You say ki I'll start into some e-commerce, new age business wherein seed capital is very less. Maybe even in that case, bare minimum you need a $5 million. Bare minimum, you need a $5 million, and moreover, in spite of investing that $5 million, you need a time of 10 to 15 years. You need a time of 10 to 15 years. So this is, we don't have such a long time with us. Of course, there is a sense of urgency. Life was meant to live. If my entire life I kept working, I'll keep figuring out ki what next, what next, what next. I have to work, I have to create a legacy. I'll end up spoiling my entire life just with the hope that tomorrow I'll live a better life. Guys, life is today. Life is today. To ensure we don't kill much time in figuring out a plan B or working just for a plan B. Working for a plan B. So 10 to 15 years, no, we cannot invest, we cannot put in. So of course, comparison is again very insane. But the thing is, if you can earn $1 million with hardly input capital of or seed capital of 10 to $14,000, then what's holding you? Stopping you? That's why I keep telling youngsters or people who come down to my system. I say, Baba, for next 3-4 months, keep this 250 grams in a fridge. Go and keep this in the refrigerator. Don't apply this because if you start applying, you will apply in this way only. And nevertheless, we should not forget any traditional business will be a person-centric business. Will be a person-centric business wherein you have to keep investing and money, time, as machine is running, as long as you're putting your inputs, you'll be able to get the output. If the moment you stop putting those inputs, you'll never get that output. So it is always person centric. It is always person centric. And so you might earn some money that time. And if you don't earn time, that money is worthless. If you cannot enjoy that money, for enjoyment and for utilizing that money, you need to have a time to, if you earn money, you'll have a dream of having a world tour. If you don't have a time, where will you go, Baba? Where will you go? How will you figure out that time? So that is again a big challenge. Moreover, ideas. You need a proper idea. That futuristic idea. Why futuristic idea? Why it is important? Why? Because technology is shooting up so high. Technology is changing every day. Every day, technology is changing, guys. I'll go slow. Translators are having some issues. Sorry, translators. So every day, technology is changing, upgrading. Last 10 years back, whatever technology we use today, it is not applicable. And India, we used to use a CD. I remember Moser Beer. Moser Beer was a CD, a brand which used to sell CD. Today, we don't see that brand. Today, we don't see that company. Why? Because, of course, technological drift. Things changed. Today, people use pen drive. And there's been even more smarter ways coming down. Now it is cloud, Baba. That not even pen drive. Tomorrow, this pen drive sellers also have to close their shop, or they have to close their production. This pen drive sellers or pen drive manufacturers. Why? Because now everything is on cloud. Now everything. America people now tendency to buy that memory card has gone down. 10 years back, used to be crazy about all these, storage devices. But now everything is on cloud. So technology is changing. So figuring out a right technology to put in money, figuring out the right place to put in money is again very difficult. Is again very difficult. Maybe risky. It might have a huge risk involved. So if not this, what else? That too, even after you start up, you started a traditional business, you had some money of ancestors, you started some business. You might be able to produce a product. You might be able to manufacture a product. Correct. But it will never be, it is difficult to create a brand. Today, if you go in the market, what sells is a brand. What sells a brand? If a shopkeeper offers me a mineral water of 15 rupees or Bisleri of 20 rupees, I choose to buy Bisleri. I choose to buy Bisleri. Not that 15 rupees mineral water. Not that 50 rupees mineral water. Why? Because end of the day, it is brand that sells in the market. It is brand that people are mad about, that people are willing to buy today. So I might be able to manufacture a product. I might be able to manufacture a mineral water bottle, but I cannot create a Bisleri. It will take a long time. Creating a brand is a very gradual process. It's a very gradual process. It will take years. Tata took 100 years to be Tata's. Reliance took 50 years to be Reliance. It can never be an overnight affair. So I might create a product. I might, manufacture a product. But if I cannot create a brand equity out of it, or if I cannot associate that with the brand equity, uh, I'll have to lose my money. Why? Because in market, what people are asking for, what if you talk about demands in the market, it is all about brands only. All about brands only. Moreover, for a traditional business to run, you don't really need a huge seed capital. You also need a huge financial backup to ensure that operational costs are being taken care of. We should not forget operational costs, guys. Yeah, we should not forget operational costs. So operational costs are also huge. So you need a strong financial backup, even though when you're not making profits. Even though when you're not making profits, you have to take care of those operation costs. You have to take care of this operation cost. If I talk of this unit business, operational costs are negligible, minimal. Now to we are on 98% we are on Zoom today. We are online today. Up now it has even reduced further. So with a minimal operational cost, just with just investing 4 to 5 years with a small meager amount of $10,000 to $14,000, if you are able to create a big business model or a system-centric business model which tends to run in autopilot mode, which can be self-propelled. So why not? What more logics you want? What more logics is needed? Huh? So guys, if you look around to all these aspects, that's what I said. That's what my upline told me, Shah. And the very day one, maybe this was the reason he told me. Beggars are not choosers. You cannot choose option in here. There's no options even. Where would you go and choose? Or not much of the options are available. Not much of the options are available. So that's about traditional business, guys. And if you talk of QNet, trust me, you'll have a system ka support. You'll have appliance support. May it be technical support, may it be mechanical support, or may it be emotional support. You have somebody holding your hand, driving you, pushing you, motivating you, pulling you, uh, stretching your limits, helping you push your boundaries. You'll have always somebody in your life. You have a mentor, you'll get a mentor who will be there for whatever time you'll be surviving in the business for endless time. I was promised, day one, I was promised, Kitan, write out your dreams, we'll fulfill together. And until today, all my uplines are there. So what else? What else? So guys, if I talk of a create business, if not this, what else? If not this, what else? But still people bother. Still people question. Why? Because of course, for an obvious reason. We are on the left side of the quadrant. We are on the left side of the quadrant. कहते हैं ना कि हम quadrant के left side पे है. We are on the left side of the quadrant. So we keep questioning, we keep bothering. That 97 percentile. I'm sure you have been through this ESBI concept when your financials were done. So I'm not going to repeat this, but something which I wanted to extract out of it and I wanted to put it forward over here is people 97 percentile. Why it is difficult? Why it is difficult to get into or accept this business or accept this such a beautiful model which is very logical even as a business. Why? Because people in 97 percentile they operate on fear or greed. They operate on fear and greed because the thought process is being driven by fear. The thought process is being driven by misconceptions because the thought process is being driven by lot many preconceived opinions. So the biggest challenge is for them. The challenge is to come over this preconceived opinion, this conditioned thought process, which has been imparted to us right from the time when we were kids, right from the time when we were kids. So people on the left side, basic concepts, basic definitions are wrong. The way we are conditioned, basic definitions were wrong. As like when we were kids, we were told, too much of money is bad. But it's not. It's not that. That was a basic concept which was wrong. Actually, there was a basic concept. This was a basic concept which was wrong. Maybe if you talk of asset and liability, people have a very different concept. People have a very deviated concept. When before in fact, for me as well, till the time I was not a businessman, till the time I was not a part of this platform. Till the time I was not an entrepreneur. For me as well, definition of asset and definition of liability was different. You know, when when I saw my uncles, when I saw my uncle buying his home, I saw them celebrating, throwing away parties. I know people generally people outside business, they treat house, car, all these things as an asset. So again, a different concept, a deviated concept maybe. They treat that as an asset. Maybe after I came down over here, I was not only, before I started making money, this basic concept, this basic conditioning, I was reconditioned. That basic concept, so my appliance, my mentors helped me change those basic concepts. And they told me liability plan, liability buying the first home can never be your asset. The first home, guys, I'm talking about first home. Don't mistake me. Your first home, which should have bought in EMI, can never be your asset. So how can we define an asset? How can I define an asset? If I talk of an asset, so something which brings money in my pocket. Huh? Something which brings money in my pocket is asset, and something which takes money away from my pocket is liability. Something which takes money or away from my pocket is liability. If I talk of, let's come down to the point again. If I talk of a house, is it bringing money to my pocket? No. Even after shelling out a lot of money to buy a house, you have to continue putting in money for maintenance, now for bills, for every other small tits and bits there. Moreover, it is not generating any sort of revenue for you. If you bought a house for living for purpose of living, it is not generating any revenue for you. It is not generating any profit for you. So it can never be a asset. Why? Because it is always maybe in the form of EMIs, in the form of bills. It is always pushing you to shell out money from your pocket only. It is always pushing you to shell out money from your pocket only. How can it be an asset then? It is a liability. It is a liability. If I buy this, if I buy a home and put it on rent, and my rental income is more than the EMI which I'm paying for my home, then it might be an asset. Then it might be an asset. But if I'm living there, it is not generating any revenue. It is not generating any revenue. It is not paying me off. On top of it, EMI, burden for EMI is shooting up only for entire, and home loans, and also it goes for entire life. At times 20 years, at times 30 years, at times the next generation shells out money there. And moreover, at times people talk ki properties are across the world, guys. Today's scenarios are different. It is appreciation in property is not that much as it used to be in older days. It used to be in older days. So it can never be an asset. It is a liability. But it is again a difference in thought process. This was something which I knew early, and after I came down, I was told this. Maybe a car. At times people buy a car, they'll park it in front of their home and say, yes, I'm a owner for such a big car. In EMI, car in EMI, if you're using it for your own purpose, it can never even asset. If you I might call it a depreciating asset, but more if you'll ask me, it's a liability. But if you ask me, I'll put it under a category of liability only. Guys, the moment you drive your car, the moment you drive your car out of the showroom, it depreciates by 20% to 30%. If tomorrow, today I buy a car worth maybe 60 lakh rupees, and tomorrow when I go back to the showroom, I'll ask him, I don't want this car, I want you to take it back. They'll never give me 60 lakh rupees. They'll offer me only 40 lakh rupees. They'll offer me only 40 lakh rupees. They tell me, sir, this is a second owner now. This is a second owner car now. So registration has to change. So now we cannot give you the same value. It gets depreciated. It has depreciated. Correct. So it is like buying a piggy bank. If you talk of a home, if you buy a home for living, it's about buying a piggy bank where you're putting and depositing your own money. If you're buying a home and you're putting in rentals, or maybe if you're buying a fleet of cars and you're putting in rentals, maybe in that case you have a piggy bank wherein somebody else is depositing their money. Somebody else is depositing their money, and only then your worth will shoot up. But in most of the cases, we buy a home for ourselves, we buy a car for ourselves, and we consider it as asset. At times, and again, yeah, people call this home and car asset, and they call loans liability. Of course, loans are also, again, there's a different concept associated with that, which was told on the day one. Loans are liability. Loans are liability only if it is just fully, or maybe other way around. Let me keep it forward. Let me keep it other way around. Loans can never be liability. Loans can never be liability if it helps you to earn money. If it helps you to earn money. And this is where, guys, all big businessmen, all the people from 3%, they'll make use of this loan to build their business. They make use of this loan to build their business. They take a loan from the bank. So they don't kill their liquidity. They don't dilute their liquidity to start a business. What they do, they'll choose to borrow it from the bank, or from they'll float IPO or something like that. They'll ask for money from the public, but they'll never put in their own money, and they build up their own business, generate the profit, and return back the money to the bank itself. So business startup cost for the business is zero. So if I'm taking a loan to start a business, it is that loan becomes an asset. That loan asset actually. Okay, at times, when people start, when we give qualifiers, you will be needing so much and so on. This seed capital is required to start this business. Maybe $10,000. If I'm pitching in $10,000 to a prospect, and I'll ask him, you need to put in this money to start this business. He says, Ayo, I don't have savings. Where I'll bring this money from? And at times when I suggest, Baba, go for a loan, people get scared of this word. No loan, no loan, no, it's a liability. Buying a car or buying a home in loan is okay. Buying, asking for a loan, or taking a loan for starting a business becomes liability. So guys, this is a misconception. This is nothing more than a misconception. Okay, so somewhere, even in fact, even I started business, by loan only. When I started my business from loan only. Suppose, in fact, every individual, every big businessman, if you go around and look out, every big businessman, they start their business. They start their business from loan itself. And nothing bad in that, guys. Nothing bad in that, guys. Correct. Why? Because this loan, this loan is gonna put money in your pocket. This loan is gonna put money in your pocket. So that's how it is different. In fact, even when I started this business, I start from loan only. Let's suppose, and it is always profitable. And trust me, today we have, it is a big organization today. But if I talk about startup cost, so that is zero or negligible. That is zero or negligible. Suppose somebody takes a loan. Suppose somebody, maybe I'll try to write and show you guys. Somebody takes a loan of maybe 10 lakh rupees INR. If somebody takes a loan for 10 lakh rupees INR to start the business, to start unit business, let's suppose somebody is taking a loan of 10 lakh rupees to start a unit business. So how much EMI will be? 15,000 to 20,000 on an approximation. Okay, on a 15,000 to 20,000. So if, let me share my screen. Just 1 second, guys. Host, I'm not able to share my screen. So let me tell you guys, if I start a business, maybe with 10 lakh rupees, if I start my business with 10 lakh rupees, okay, with 10 lakh rupees, I start my business. Okay, then maybe ideally, the way stakes will be allocated. In this 10 UV, in this 10 lakhs, I'll be getting 21 UVs, 21 headers or 21 tracking centers. I'll talk about this as well, guys. But just for example, okay, I'll explain it to you later. But if you're getting 21 tracking centers, so maybe here we'll be allocating 500 BVs, and rest 20, maybe 10 here or 10 here on an approximation. So right from the time with my own money, when you start a business, the way UV allocation happens, you end up earning bare minimum three checks. You end up earning bare minimum three checks. So that three checks when you earn, that three checks which you earn, maybe it will close to 45,000, 50,000, with some referral benefit, with some referral benefit. Guys, this and EMI is hardly 15,000. EMI is hardly 15,000. If I talk of break even or ROI, it takes me 3 to 4 to 5 months to recover my money. To recover my money. Okay, so amount of money which I earned from the business initially, from my own tracking centers only, from my own stakes only, okay, is almost thrice or four times the amount of EMI. Matlab, as in this amount of money will help me survive for at least 3 to 4 months easily. As in, I don't have to pay to the bank from my pocket. I don't have to pay my EMI from my pocket. So I am debt free initially. So I don't have to pay this amount, this EMI from my pocket. Why? Because my business gave me money initially, which I'll be distributing on 3 months, and I'll paying it off back to the bank. Correct. Break even or ROI, return on investment, or break even, if it happens in 3 to 4 months. Okay. After I recover that money, after I recover my money which I put in, money which I've invested, maybe 10 lakh rupees. After 3 to 4 months, when I earn this money, I'll put it back on the bank. I'll put it back on the bank itself. So what is the net cost that was there on me? The net cost was almost zero, or maybe bare minimum. If in worst case scenario, maybe you'll have to put down 1 month EMI from your pocket. Maybe in worst case scenario, in that case, 15 to 20,000 rupees. So such a big setup, a platform wherein you're gonna earn $1 million easily with such a strong system support. Just by duplicating, just by copy pasting, just by following. The startup cost is very negligible. And why? Because it's loan only. So in this case, loan will never become your liability, guys. Your loan will never become your liability. But the thing is, we need to have a different outlook towards that. We need to think like a 3%. We need to think like 3%, guys. When this pandemic happened, everybody was bothering what to do, what not to do. Meanwhile, people were 3%. You'd have heard of Ambani's. You'd have heard of you'd have heard of maybe Reliance. They became debt free. They started collaborating. They take initiatives to build up the business. We're sitting at home figuring out, most of the 97% people, we're sitting at the home figuring out, bothering, crying, cribbing people from 3%. Now who are a part of 3%, we're building the business. We're building the business. So that's how it goes. They're worry free. The person, the people on 3%, they're worry free. They don't take unnecessary load, unnecessary headache. They have a solutive mindset. For every challenge, they'll try to figure out a solution. For every challenge, they'll try to figure out a solution. And people in 97%, maybe we are, before we started business, for every solution, we used to try problems out of it. We used to extract problems out of it. We used to figure out problems in the solutions. We used to figure out problems in the solution. You know why I'm telling you this? Why? Because when we were working, when you were working as an employee, when we were in a job was a problem. Correct? So job was a problem. And against this problem, we're looking for a solution. We're looking for a solution. So business came up as a solution to this job problem. And of course, business can be only solution to the job problem. Being an employee, if it's a problem, if it is a problem to you, being an employee, if it is not acceptable to you, if it is a problem to you, the only solution is you need to become an owner. You need to become an owner. That's the only solution. So solution for that employment is ownership. Okay. So when we get a platform to perform with our own caliber, with our own potential as an owner, we start figuring out. Unfortunately, we start figuring out problems in that solution actually. Problems in that solution, and that's how 97% 97% No, that is where things are slow. They continue, and that is where they're being leveraged by 93%, 3% ILS. That's how it goes. But one more thing, guys. One more thing. I'd like to add up on this. Just because you started business, just because you become a part of the unit, never ensures you become 3% ILS. It is not unit that will make you a 3% ILS. It is a mindset, a new mindset, a changed mindset, a different mindset, which you'll be told to adapt, which you'll be taught to adapt. If you adapt that, only then it will become a 3% ILS. Like in any company, let's suppose take an example. Let's say take an example of Tata or maybe Reliance. Okay, in a Reliance, in one company, their employees, the vendors, that employees, there are vendors and they are owners as well. So in the same company, there can be people from 97% percentage, 97% ILS or 3% ILS. In the same company, there can be people from a left quadrant and a right quadrant as well. So just because you started QNet, just because you become a part of this platform, does not mean, does not say you shifted from left to right. Until and unless you choose to do a paradigm shift over here, until and unless you choose to change your outlook over here, until and unless you follow those processes and get aligned to the system and understand the thought process behind that system and try to duplicate it and try to copy it, only then you might shift from a 97 percentage to 3 percentage. And that's what this journey is all about, guys. That's what this business is all about. And that's what this initial launch pad. If I talk of when you drive a car, it is first gear or second gear. That is problematic. If you have learned driving, I'm sure in first gear or second gear, life was hell. Every time you try to start, it gets stuck. Every time you try to start, it gets stuck. Okay. Once you are able to cross the second gear, once you are able to cross this first gear, driving becomes smooth. Driving becomes smooth. Correct. So somewhere it is all about that. It is all about it is all about putting it forward. It is all about maybe it is all about crossing that launch pad, crossing that initial barrier. So this mindset, this thought process is the initial barrier. Is the initial barrier. Correct. So of course, this is the only business. Now, when it is being told, this is the only business wherein with a minimal seed capital, with a zero capital, zero money invested, business can be started. As I told you, if you take even if you take a loan, whatever money you pay back from the business itself. You pay it back from the business itself. Or moreover, on top of it, you get a product as well. We should not forget that as well. You should not forget that as well. That product has also has cost. You're getting it for free, maybe. Maybe equivalent to the money which you put in. Equivalent to the money what you put in, you're getting product as well. So of course, business is absolutely free. It comes with a minimal operational cost. That's all. The only thing is minimal operational cost. So why not? But this rigid thought process, this left quadrant thought process, this left quadrant mindset never allows us, to pull ourselves or get an agreement with a simple concept like this. With a simple concept like this. And for this, we have to sit and we have to tell you this. Baba, you can make money, you can become billionaire. We have to explain you. We have to tell you this. And this should be self-understood. But everybody struggles when they start. Why? Because of again the thought process we should carry from the left side of the quadrant, So that's how it is. So things has to change, and then only then able to get into this big business model. And trust me, it's a really big business model. It's not a small game, guys. It's a big game. You would have seen only 5 CR. Maybe you would have started looking at the 5 CR. Numbers are even bigger. Numbers are even bigger. It will blow your head. If I get into those numbers, of course, I'll talk about those numbers as well. But if you get into those numbers on those detailings, it will literally blow your head. So there, and in order to make this vehicle, guys, QNet is just a vehicle. QNet is just a vehicle. Faster you drive, more efficient it will be. Faster you drive, you'll be able to extract more worth out of it. So it is all about how do you drive. It's the same vehicle. At times people are driving like tuk-tuk. Some people choose to drive like tuk-tuk, and some people choose to drive like Ferrari. It's up to you. But for me, if it's a plan B or if it's an ultimate plan, if it is there are a lot of dreams and aspirations associated to this platform, I'll never drive it like a tuk-tuk. I'll choose to drive it like a Ferrari. Maybe I'll be able to share my insight, how to drive it like a Ferrari. Now, what is this big picture is all about? Now, what is this big picture is all about? So, first thing, guys, first thing which I like to mention, if I talk of a big picture, first thing which you should be, which you should be, making a note of, that this business should not be started with a small stake. First thing, guys, first thing, make a note of this. You should be always starting this business with a high risk stake. You should be always starting this business with a high risk stake. Why? Because again, there are multiple reasons behind it. There are multiple reasons behind it. So let's suppose I started this business with a small stake. Okay? I started this business with a small stake, maybe 3 UV or 4 UV. 3 UV or 4 UV in INR 1.5 lakhs to 2 lakh rupees. The referral margin, because the way the amount of money I'll put in, I'll have a similar mindset, and I'll attract people from a similar mindset to my business as well. So if I start at 2 lakh rupees, I'll ask others as well to start at small amount only. If I start at a small amount, I'll ask others also to start on a similar small amount. But if I start on big amount, if I have that mindset of understanding the business, understanding the benefit of this business, understanding the bigger picture of this business, I'll always transmit or always pass on the similar understanding, and I'll be signing up, or I'll be propagating the business on the similar higher ticket size, So let's come to the point. So if we start this business with a smaller stake, okay, maybe the referral margin will be hardly few thousands, small little peanuts. So in order to recover your money, suppose in one closing, maybe if I talk of if you start a business in a small amount, maybe the amount will be 3,000 rupees INR. It might take you 100 or 200 plans for you to show, to recover your startup capital only, to recover your seed capital only. Correct. But if you start on a higher stake, and if you propagate on a similar stake, margins are bigger. Returns are bigger. So with that bigger margins, you'll be able to achieve that break even very easily. You'll be able to achieve that break even, that ROI very easily and very soon. So QNet will become your asset, not liability. But if you start on a small ticket size, it will have a very small referral benefit as well. Just in order to recover that break even, just in order to hit that break even, you will need lot many plans and lot many activities to do. So it will end up become a liability to you guys. It will end up becoming a liability to you, and that is very painful. And that is very painful. Correct. So if it's a plan B, of course it has to be done the way it has been taught. Maybe if I talk of this business, so bigger is the amount, more is the number of tracking centers. So let me help you explain what is this tracking center is all about. Let me help you understand what is this tracking center is all about. So guys, if you talk of a tracking center, if I define it technically, if I talk of tracking, bear with my handwriting, guys. If I talk of a tracking center, okay, it is nothing but you can say a shop. You can say a shop which you'll be owning. Suppose if I start from 10 lakh rupees, if I start from 10 lakh rupees INR, if with the it is 21 header basically. So if I start from 10 lakh, okay, I'll be having 21 headers, 21 headers as in 21 tracking centers, as in 21 shops. Okay, 21 shops. And each shop will has a potential of earning 5 CR. So as in, if I have 21 shops, the total earning potential of my business, is 21 into 5, which is approximately close to 105 CR. So your business is not only worth 5 CR, Now, maybe in financial, initially we'd have been, I will be able to $1 million. It's not just five, it is not just CR. It's 105 C if we start on a standard note. So I don't have much of the money. I cannot pressurize myself to do aram say at times with excuses like this. And so I'll not put say 10 lakh, I'll 6 lakh. I'll put only 6 lakh rupees. Centers on this crore. 13 is approximately close to 65 CR. In the process of saving this 4 lakh, there's a difference of 4 lakh process of in a of this business set up. Of course, now if the problem is that never is possible, why not? If somebody only then he'll have that seriousness as he'll have a serious as well. Started if he'll put in small amount, it will be yeah, Baba, I'm okay losing this money, losing this few lakh rupees. I'm okay losing this money. But if but only people now who have right business mindset will put in, but start with the high. But in that they will never start to try, and they will never start to try. If my mistakes, I'll never try. I'll ensure, I'll ensure, I'll build it up. I'll never try it. I'll make a surety out of it. I might, if I would have started with a small amount or a meager amount, I would have, the thought, yeah, chalo, let's try. If it works, that's okay. If not, it's okay. This is very small money only. Let me lose it. How does that matter? It's not going to hit my bank balance. It's going to hit my financials any which ways. Right. So it is always better in order to get that right mindset, get that right thought process. It is always better. It is always advisable to start business on a bigger scale, guys. Only then business will become an asset. Else, it might end up becoming a liability. Would have started a business. Would have started a business. And that's how it goes, guys. And even a small car, if you look around, if I talk of 10 lakh rupees, INR, it's not a big amount. It's not a big amount. Mid scale car, a small car, it will cost you 6-7 lakh rupees. It's not a big amount. It's not actually a big number. So even getting a car will cost you 6-7 lakh rupees. I'm talking of starting a business which will take care of your next generation, Baba. Which will ensure it act as a legacy to you, which you can pass it to the next generation, which will pull you up from a low middle class or middle class to affluent class, which is beyond rich class actually, and in just 4-5 years. So why not? Why not? And only then we'll be more serious. Learning, growing, commitment. Everything will be on cloud nine. Everything will be like super puff. So that's how it goes, guys. That's how it works out. So why not? So basically, this is how, and this is how this is where we should be starting this business on a big ticket size or with a bigger stakes, with a bigger stakes. And not only this, this is the first aspect. The second aspect is right from the time when you have started this business, when you start this business, you should look for a bigger rank. You should look for a bigger rank, because a smaller rank, when you start your business, you will start by default, it will be bronze. When you open a virtual office for new guys, if you open a virtual office, you'll be able to see the rank in your dashboard. When you start, it will be bronze initially. Okay, and bronze will help you, fetch. I'll share a small description on this. Maybe of per check, the amount of the check size. The check size with that bronze, the check size with that bronze will be, hardly $200 per check. $200 per check. So, and if you upgrade, if you push yourself to silver, your check size will move to 225. If you push forward to gold, the check size will move forward to $250. Okay, your check size will move forward to $250. Guys, difference might be of a $50. Our bare minimum, the bare minimum standard of our organization, of our infinity is gold, guys. We don't consider below gold. Below gold, it's rank ka matlab hi nahi. No point of being an IR only. Okay, so bare minimum it has to be gold only. Bare minimum it has to be gold. So you have started. The first thing which you should reach out to, first thing which you should look up to is gold. Okay, with gold it is $250. Difference might be $50 only. but it is a difference in one check. It is a difference on one check. The moment check size, number of checks multiplies for 10 checks, it will be $500. For 100 checks, it will be $5,000. $5,000. So for just because we are not prioritizing that rank, we might lose up huge money when it gets multiplied. When you start running this business in full pace, actually, when you start running this business in full pace, and moreover, if I talk about max out amount as well, so it varies. It varies, and you'll have a huge losses. You'll have huge losses. Maximum max out cap in bronze is only 40 checks, which is 120 UVs left and right. Only 120 UVs on left and right. If you talk of silver, the maximum cap is only 50 checks. And every check is, guys, let me tell you, every check is 200. And silver, every check is 225. Every check is 225. So maximum amount of money which you can earn, is this only. That gets limited. So max out steps also comes down, guys. UVs and cash out. Gold, you max out on 180 UVs left and right. You get a cash out of 180 UVs on left and right. As in 60 check. One check is close to, in gold, it is $250. And I believe in INR, it is something close to approximately 16,000 rupees. Correct. So this is how it varies. In Sapphire, it is 195 UVs on, trade and cash out, maybe 65 steps. So with every rank, according to compensation plan, with every rank, your payout enhances, your payout shoots up. So why to settle with less? If I can pitch on to a better rank, I should keep targeting for that better rank. Why? Because with the same effort, if I can earn a bigger number, if I can earn a bigger amount, why not? For same 40 steps in bronze and same 40 steps in sapphire, you'll have a huge difference. Why? Correct. So if with the same effort, if higher amount can be earned, so we should be, of course, running for high rank. So people who would have newly started, please go and check out whether applying. First thing, how I should become a gold for new people. And of course, people who are existing IAs, we should be always looking for a one step higher than our rank. And it's a parameter for growth. An organization with why I said gold is the most important rank for all of us, because an organization with maximum number of golds we consider is at a stable organization. That is where your journey starts from, actually. That is the place your journey starts from. And that is how it goes. So slowly, when you grow up in the journey, when you speed up in the journey, you'll be able to realize the importance of this small thing. This small thing. But again, this is not just a rank only, guys. This is not just a high stake only. Something which has even a bigger picture. Even as a bigger picture is maybe what we call it as a zigzag. I'm not just mad or crazy or super excited. Just with a combination of 3 UV left, 3 UV right is 250 USD. If the same on the same rank, if 250 3 UVs left, 3 UVs right becomes 1,000 USD. Is that not amazing? Isn't that amazing? So with the same effort, if it can be multiplied, is there any wherein we multiply our outs with the similar effort? The same small effort can multiply my out. Do I have a smart this game? Do I to operate on this as a tool? It's just a car. It's just a vehicle. The way you drive it, will define the efficiency of the platform. Will define the vehicle. Will define the efficiency of the vehicle. So $1 million when you're smart is not difficult, guys. So maybe I'll share a smart cut, because there cannot be a short to success. There can be a smart cut, a smarter way that. So maybe I'll share that smart cut to you. And about what we call zigzag, wherein we to try to get an optimum output with the same fixed inputs, or on a similar input, we try to get to maximize the outputs behind. But it is only, as I told you, it is only when higher stakes with a bigger stake. The bigger stake, that is where it is possible. It is difficult. It is not difficult, or else it is not possible. So let me close this sheet, and I'll that as well. I'll share you that how come this platform, this game is so big. How come this So one second, guys. How come this is a bigger game? How come this is something which I'm trying to add my setup, guys. Just a second. Just a second. I'm trying to open my notepad. Quite. Maybe I'm done. Okay. Okay. I'll share my screen to you. Maybe if I talk of a simple concept, maybe our appliance have named it as zigzag, a smarter way to do the same business, a smarter way to run the same race, faster way to achieve the same height. So if it exists, why not? And trust me, guys, after looking at those numbers, when I was told this, when I was taught this, after looking at these numbers, I was closed. I was closed. I never asked a second question. I was sold out with this concept. I was sold out with this concept, and it blew my head. I'll try to talk the same concept to you guys as well. I'm sure it will have a similar impact in your head as well. In your head as well. You'll get to know how powerful, how big this business is. As I told you, it's not a small game. It is really a big setup, and it has a really big picture. Correct. So suppose when you start, as I told you, now let's talk of starting with maybe 21 headers. Let's talk of starting at 21 header business 21 headers, as in 21 tracking centers, as in 21 tracking centers. If I talk of starting a business with 21 tracking centers, 21 tracking centers. So when you start a business, there, initially to activate your first three, activate your first three tagging centers. When you start your initially your virtual office will have these three boxes. After you get a registration, after you get registered, after you get a registration with a QNet, you'll have three boxes in a virtual office which already exist there. Okay, so suppose myself, my name is Praneshwar, and I'll name it as P1. My shop name will have, I'll name it as P1, P2, P3. Okay, so initially it requires your 500 VV to get it activated. It requires you 500 VV to get it activated. Okay, 500 over here, 500 over here, and 500 over here. Okay, so rest left out is close to, if I talk 21 header, if I talk of 21 TCs, 21 TCs, so I'm still left out with approximately close to 19 TCs. 18 or 19 TCs is still there in my virtual office. Where in my virtual office? In somewhere called TC Bank. TC Bank. So, and all of our virtual office guys, if we have started from a bigger amount, from a higher stake, you'll have TCs. You'll have sufficient TCs, TC Bank. Okay. So initially three are being used, and then after I started business, I was told about HOTS and all. I was told about the most critical position. I was told about the board of directors. I was told about board of directors. I was told about the maximum number of close ones, people who are very close to me. Should be my board of directors. I should be working very closely to them. Yeah. So I reserved three positions. Accordingly, I reserved three positions. That is H1, H2, and H3. Okay. This was my hot position. I'll talk about it later, not now. Okay. So basically, this is H1. This is H positions which I blocked. Applying told me apply ahead. I blocked it. In spite of having challenge, I was, any of savings, which was almost bankrupt. Still, since I did this, and thank God, so I blocked my. They can start after I started business. I started what not, and guys, one more concept. Once we talk of two sides of the will be okay. If this organization very or call it as it. A smaller league, or we can call will as cash out. So left side is my credit and right side is or reviews over here. Maybe leg might grow fast, one go. It's comparatively, suppose B is good than A, then B is cash out. Okay, A is a credit. Okay, so organization, I started building up organization on left and right, Okay, so right after I could see A and B after they got signed up, after they got activated, I could see that ferocity, I could see that madness. I understood. I realized, oh my God, they have a similar mindset, a similar thought process, similar frequency as I do have, as I do have. So before they started business, in order to ensure my trust on them as well, yes, I'm going to work out with them as well. What I did, I placed my tracking centers, P3, P4, and P5 over here. P4 and P5 over here, and my tracking centers from TC Bank. Tracking centers from TC Bank here, P6 and P7. Okay, P6 and P7. So of course, even I could pass on this, and this placing this TC was also a message to them. Yes, I'm gonna stand together. I'm gonna work together with them. Why? Because even my direct stakes are also there. So I placed my TC immediately. Looking after, of course, they're gonna work very fast. They're gonna work on a high speed. So again, B started, and again, both A and B started working on their own sides. Okay. So right now we'll not talk about credit. Okay. We'll talk about cash out as of now. So let's talk of B again. So again, B will have a credit and cash out. Again, B will have a credit and cash out. So B started doing business, and B signed up a person called X. Okay. And B signed up another person called Y. Okay. Y started working very fast. Y was crazy. Y was mad about the platform. Okay, working very fast. Since there again, this side become credit. For B, this okay. So now when I was having a when I working on my name, maximum so correct. PC start the credit side of it. Place him in a check over here, not place him. It could have correct. My credit put the occupation of maybe make BR of doing one sign up with 500. This is serious. What serious when she when I yet in PCs faster generate cash out. Willing to with as over Mr. D. Example, see this aim is working. I made away. Maybe I'll with the same effort. Then I earn first place. Like the same 250. Okay, and $250 on the same $250 over here on P1. Okay, so $250 over here, $250 over here, and $250 over here on P8, P6, and P1 with one sign up again, guys. Placing my new DR, placing my new sign up, Mr. D, placing my new DR, new sign up, Mr. D, appropriately in a very right way, very smartly, wherein I would have earned in a normal case, wherein I would have earned normally, if I would have earned normally maybe 3 checks, one check. Now here I earned 3 checks. Similarly, if same story goes on, same story goes on, so and so forth. I can even earn 1,000 UV from $1,000 from same one sign up, from same 3 UV sign up. I might earn this 4 times the price, 4 times the amount, 4 times the check size, 4 times the check size. I might earn. Just one second, guys. I might earn 4 times, as in wherein I'm supposed to earn $250 and $250, I'm earning $1,000. If I talk of let effort, so for generating UVs, other way around, generating this one will require of my effort. Do you? It will require as in some UV on the left, or right. Okay, and if it is 4 times for the effort. One for the effort. So same max out amount in place. If I do right, if I this concept with effort, I'll be achieve my big UVs. I'll be to achieve my max out. I'll be able to achieve my UVs. It is as powerful as that. And so why do we? And this is not a way of doing the same thing. As I'm doing, same effort. Sir, effort just with the right placement, just with the smartness, the right placement, just with a bit of smartness, maybe and a skirt, I can get a bigger return of the same, same money or effort or out of the same effort or same UVs which I'll put down in the counter. So that is this how zigzag works. One of the most magical concepts. Of course, our appliance, discovered and figure out a better way and faster way to operate the same business. And guys, game does not only ends over here. Game does not only ends over here. Maybe something which I'm gonna show you is again very magical. So suppose if I talk of a big picture, now again when if I talk of a big picture, just one second, guys. So if I talk of a big picture, so it might take me 3 to 4 years ka time, as ideally what we tell initially, it will take you it will take you 5 years ka time to generate an income of $1 million. Correct. That too on a year on after year on year after year after year after year. So $1 million to earn $1 million ideally it takes 5 years. So suppose when I started the business, I was 25 in my age. By 25, when I started the business, I was 25 years of age. Okay, and 25 years, after 5 years, maybe 30 by 30 years, I earned maybe $1 million. That too year after year after year after year after year after year. Okay, and then again 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. By the time again, by the time I'll be 35 years of age, by the time I'll be 35 years of my age, this will be close to approximately maybe $5 million. This will shoot up to $5 million. Every year I'm making that $1 million. Every year I'm making $1 million. So let's assume in this 5 years, $1 million I spend on my luxury, my lifestyle, my well-being, in my fish tank, upgrading my fish tank, or upgrading myself or living a better life. So I ended up saving. On worst case scenario, I'll end up saving $4 million. I'll end up saving $4 million. So again, this $4 million will be saved. And of course, even our appliance, our mentors will advise us where to put in money to multiply it even faster. Money should not be left in bank. That is what my appliance told me. So my appliance, guided me. He helped me to put it on a project. Wherein I can get it doubled in next 5 years. I can get it doubled in next 5 years. So what I'll do, I'll put this $4 million in that project, wherein I can earn out of $4 million, I can earn that $8 million in next 5 years. And again, I continued working over here. And continuously after 40 years, this again I'll be able to make $5 million, considering $1 million every year, $1 million every year, $1 million every year. And in 5 years, I'm earning 1/5, as if I'm earning 20% of that income I'm spending on my. So again, in 5 years, again I'll be able to say, $4 million. Meanwhile, earlier $4 million would have already. So it $8 million. One. Okay. I'll add up 12 million project. Whatever this $12 I'll add up to time. 50. Then I'll $28 million to 60 to years. 100 million guys. It's a really this $100. It is a really big number. Yeah. How much? I'm just talking. Moreover, if multiple tracking centers, same is gonna be the multiplication for the revenue, the profit, and bank and what you're gonna create yourself. Which you're gonna create yourself. And all this business happening, there's all this business is happening on below red box number H1 and H3, 3 hard you initially applying told the credit card. I see it no matter. Thank God I took that call. Trust me, guys. I never had that money to put it forward, to put it in the to put it there. But my plan pushed me, and I have a lot of gratitude for that push. And with that H1, H2, H3, one of my hearts, one of my sign-up was my younger brother. One of my sign-ups was younger brother. Now today it's not only my worth which is increasing year by year, month by month. It is even family members. Even another heart is my mom. Another heart is my mom. Another heart is my sister. Even their worth is also increasing. My mom is my mom's trekking center, she'll be earning more than ₹1 lakh a week. And she has no idea what kind of business is this. She has no idea where is, placing kya hota hai, what is this placing is all about, what is networking. She has no idea. Every month, ₹1 lakh, I'll pull it out of her counter, CP, and I'll give it to her. And she'll be very happy. And I'm sure you guys, you cannot have a better form of insurance than this. You cannot have a better form of security than this. You cannot have a better form of security than this. What is why? No, if you have such a beautiful model, if you have such a beautiful business, why do we need any other form of security? Why do we need any other form of security? Unfortunately, if something goes wrong to me tomorrow, even if something goes wrong to me tomorrow, unfortunately, even still my family will be taken care of, guys. My family will be taken care of. In India, in insurance companies will do an advertisement. जिंदगी के साथ भी, जिंदगी के बाद भी. Before life as well and after life as well. For translation. Okay, but we're not sure whether your claim is going to get approved or not. It is always dicey. But I'm sure even if I leave this world, something goes wrong, everything will be intact. My family will never have a financial constraint, will never have a financial challenge. Emotional challenge, that is a different issue. But they'll never face any financial issue if I do this business in a right way. Trust me, guys, you have no idea how powerful, how potential this system is. This is just a vehicle. It depends on you. How do you make use of this vehicle? It is just a vehicle that depends on you. How do you make use of this vehicle? The better you use it, more worth it has actually. More worth it has actually. I did my hot signups initially when I started, and because of this entire turnover, entire $1 million or $1 billion, whatever is going to get generated in my organization, it will get generated in below those hot position only. And that's where we keep advising our people: don't apply your head before signing up for hot. Neither you should go and try to explain what is this business or what is not this business. If I'd have tried to explain my mom, mom, so and so is the business, she'd have said, Baba, give that money to me. Give that money to me. You don't put my money. If you want, you can put your money. Don't put my money. Or don't put my money in my behalf. If you want to put it, give it to me. I'll keep it safe. I'll keep it in bank. Those 3 lakh rupees would have multiplied by hardly ₹1 lakh in the last 4 years or 5 years. But today it has worth of millions. Ever growing worth, guys. Ever growing worth. Which is multiplying, which is compounding. And concept which I shared, I was just talking about double. I was talking to money will get doubled. Trust me, if you get in the market, there are ways where we can multiply with 15% CAGR. You might not understand this, and maybe we'll cover it up sometime later. But with the 50% CAGR, becoming a billionaire is not a big deal. Becoming a billionaire is not that difficult. It is not that magical as it looks like. It will work out. It does work out, guys. It does work out. Correct. So with this, I'm sure कि out of pass that information, pass that understanding, which might be required for you to take your car from first gear to second gear to third gear maybe, and after it is on third gear, it's gonna run very smoothly. It's gonna run very smoothly. So, guys, I'll wind up my session with a couple of lines in Hindi. I'm sorry, guys. वो feeling mother tongue में आती है. You get that feeling in mother tongue only. Maybe I'll try to translate, but that magic will not get passed on. But people who understand Hindi, let me tell you a couple of lines, which I feel for this business. Guys, ये खेल नहीं, ये खेला है. ये खेल नहीं, ये खेला है. खेला is a big game. खेला मतलब big game. ये खेल नहीं, ये खेला है. जिसने इसको समझा झमेला है, वो आज अकेला है. ये खेल नहीं खेला है. जिसने इसे समझा झमेला है, वो आज अकेला है. और जिसने इसे ढंग से खेला है, और जिसने इसे ढंग से खेला है, उसके पीछे आज मेला है. So good luck, guys. Hope for the best. Maybe Raji will do a translation for this. I'll give him that guy. Please Raji, do this translation. I'm not that fluent in English, so that's fine. So good luck, guys. With this, I'll close my session, and hopefully, वो gear, वो गाड़ी, third number gear पे, it is already on third gear, so that you can put forward your journey ahead. Good luck, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bhai, for your valuable valuable time, and I'm very much sure that we must have learned a lot. And every time I go through this, my belief, my confidence in the business increases multiple fold. And I know that I'm in a big game, in a big business model, and I hope you must have got all the clicks and you got the understanding that we are in a big business, not in a small business. Thank you so much, and good night.